Welcome to Focus with Big Smith. My name is Leroy Smith, and today we'll be speaking with Miss Hassan, Miss Bibi Hassan from the Cancer Foundation. She's the president of the Cancer Foundation. Welcome, Miss Hassan.
It's a privilege to be here with you.
Okay, so today we're going to take a little stroll down this avenue. What is the name of your avenue here?
The Avenue of Hope.
Avenue of Hope. Okay, so we're going to be speaking with Ms. Hassan today on what has been happening for Cancer Awareness Month, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And Ms. Hassan, before we get into that, what brought you into being an advocate for persons who are dealing with this disease?
Okay, in 2005, with Avon Community Health Fund, I was actually handpicked to be the treasurer for Avon Community Health Fund. I never knew anything about cancer, but from there on, I started to do research and reading and all of that. And today, I'm proud to say that I'm a cancer advocate for 15 years now.
Okay, let's continue walking. Yeah. Tell us a bit about Main Street being considered the Avenue of Hope in 2020.
Main Street, the Avenue of Hope it's very significant because you have so many women and men fighting cancer. In Guyana, we have many. The incidence rate is higher than cervical. With cervical is the second, and third is prostate cancer. Right now, you have many women that is actually taking back chemotherapy because of they have seen signs of cancer back in their system, and they're actually taking chemo and radiation therapy right now. And this Avenue of Hope is significant for the people who are cancer survivors and who are fighting cancers. And also it can be a comfort for the family who have their mother, sister, aunt fighting cancer.
Okay, when we come back, we'll be continue speaking with Ms. Hassan. We're going to take a very short commercial break and be right back here with Welcome back to Focus with Big Smith. And again, my name is Leroy Smith, and we'll be speaking with Ms. Hassan from the Cancer Foundation. Ms. Hassan, before we went to the break, we spoke of the Avenue of Hope. We also spoke of your involvement with persons who are suffering from this disease. Is there a register of persons who are suffering with this disease, those who might have had relapses, those who are on chemotherapy? Do you have a register so that you could track the numbers as it relates to cancer here in Guyana?
No, you have to get that from the cancer. For that information, you have to get it from the cancer registry, and I've called many times and they don't have an up-to-date cancer registry in Guyana.
Why do you believe that? What is preventing? Why aren't
I don't know.
That's
part of the government, and for me, every year we should get a up-to-date list with the cancer rate in Guyana, and we don't have that.
What does an update list for you? What does it do for the foundation?
It would help. It would help with the stats. Knowing how many persons died from breast cancer, prostate, cervical cancer, childhood cancer. You have some brain tumor. You have colon cancer and all of that. So I think we should have an up-to-date list. I think the last list that they had was since 2013. And this is 2020. So you can just imagine that.
Okay. How is society responding to persons who's suffering from this disease? How are they responding today as against 10, 5, 15 years ago?
Well, today, 2020, their prevention treatment for cancer. Many years ago, you had to go overseas, or there was nothing for treatment of cancer. Now today, you have the Cancer Institute of Guyana, where you can get radiation therapy, which Cancer Institute of Guyana is a paid organization, and you pay for everything there. While at the oncology at GPHC, you can get the chemotherapy free of cost. But once you're a patient at GPHC, they can also help with a fraction of the money to help with radiation therapy at the Cancer Institute of Guyana. And only Cancer Institute of Guyana does the radiation therapy.
Without the numbers being available to you by way of a register,
Yeah.
On the surface, based on the numbers you have, which your foundation was able to gather and who might have been in contact with the foundation, are our numbers alarming for this population that we have here?
Yes, it is alarming, because actually every day you have persons diagnosing with cancer, and sometimes they go to stage 4, and they're normally, some of them are normally diagnosed at stage 4, where there's nothing else you can do but just pain management treatment for them.
Explain the various stages.
Oh, you have stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4 is the final stage in cancer, where it actually go to the brain, it go to the liver, it go all over your body.
What happens in stage 1 for those who might be viewing?
Stage 1, you can prevent it from spreading further. Stage 1 and stage 2, but stage 3 you have to be careful. Also, you can do there are many treatments you can do. They have like herbal treatments also that some people offer, but I personally always recommend that they do the medical treatment, which is better.
So from where you sit at the foundation, do you believe that our health care system is positioned to adequately care for persons who are suffering from this disease?
I think that there's still more room for betterment in terms of cancer. They have many people in the outlying areas of Guyana, like in region 1, region 2, let me say region 10, region 9, that have cancer and they don't even know they have cancer. And my foundation is willing to go in those areas with the government help. I actually have 2005 pap smear kit that I can do cervical cancer screening with. But my problem is I don't have anyone to read off the slides. And if I get that help from the government, I'm willing to give that for cervical cancer.
Okay, you're watching Focus with Big Smith. My name is Leroy Smith. We'll take a very short commercial break, and when we come back, we'll be speaking, continuing our conversation with Ms. Hassan from the Cancer Foundation. Okay, so Ms. Hassan, before we went to the welcome back, by the way. Before we went to the break, you spoke of the testing kits and persons to not being available to you for reading of the samples and so on?
Yeah,
or
the slides,
results?
the pap smear slides.
Yeah, the slides.
I tried many times to get it, but unfortunately, I need the government's help to get the slides read out because I'm doing this service free. It's my cost. I brought in the speculum, I brought in the kit, and which they are expensive. But I need to get this free service from the government to help Guyana eradicate cervical cancer.
On the issue of why is October designated Breast Cancer Awareness Month? Let's talk about that a bit.
I think it was designated Breast Cancer Awareness Month many years ago, but over the years it has been more prominent because of the high incidence of breast cancer around the world. All over the world they celebrate Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's early detection, helps save lives. You have like the Avon, which is one of the biggest company in the US that normally do something for breast cancer every year. They do a walk, they do a research, they pay for screening and all of that.
Okay. Is your foundation also dealing a lot with males, or you just focus mostly on females?
I do deal with males for prostate cancer. I normally do prostate cancer screening. Last year I did some. The year before I did. The year before I did 100. Last year I did 20. Well, this year I didn't do any screening as yet. But I had screening at Balwant Singh Hospital from last year to July month end, which I end, and I now start back with the sponsorship of First Lady. She sponsored 50. Twins Manufacturing Chemists, they sponsor 20. And Oasis Cafe, they sponsored 10. So the total right now is 80 women is being screened at the Dr. Balwant Singh Hospital. It's mammogram and sonogram.
What is the cost associated with the testing?
The testing, well, I don't want to say it on camera, but it's the package is actually 8,000, but I got a discount. I got a discount because of the volume I do.
Okay. With respect to the males and the cancer that affects them, and females and the type of cancer which affects them, when it comes to treatment, which is harder to treat? Is it harder to treat the males or the females who are more receptive or not receptive to?
I think the male are not receptive to the treatment. They're always, I think the male they're always scared to go to the doctor, even to do the prostate cancer test, which is just a simple blood test. They always think it's a physical test, and they don't normally show up for the test.
Do you think enough is being done?
In terms of awareness. I think that we should all come together and do more awareness. Let them know that it's not a physical test; it's just a simple blood test. All foundation that is our society that is dealing with cancer, we should all come together and do more awareness for men.
Tell us about your association, involvement, and collaboration with GT&T.
I finished with GTT last year. I'm no longer associated with them.
Why?
The first year it was okay, and then the other year they actually used.
No, speak. This is a very
used the logo, and I never get anything after that. So I part ways with them last year. Through the contract, we think the contract with the lawyer from
You
GTT.
ended the contract with them?
We ended the contract last year, November.
Was it just over a logo, or is some on the line?
I just think that I should move on from that. I was always independent, right, when I started my foundation, and I want to be independent. I'm
now a bit curious now. What would have wiggled its way into causing the separation or the divorce between the two?
Because
You could be very candid. You could be very frank.
This whole idea, it is my idea that GTT called me, and they endorsed the idea that I had in 2017 with they had a marketing consultant named Samantha Goodin, and she called me, and that's when we had a meeting, and that's how we started. But after then, it kind of died away, and I wanted to be independent.
How much money did I think
they raised 4,700,000 and something thousand, give it to me.
was that given to the foundation?
Yes, which I did work with it. I actually invested in a hard machine. I invested in a microscope. I did screening too, with it too.
Okay, what other help you wish that you could get from the government, central government, in your efforts?
In my efforts, my mission is to have a home of comfort for when women come from, let's say, region 1, region 2, region 9, region 10, say if they have to do chemo or radiation therapy, and if they have to spend overnight, I want to have a place of comfort for them to stay. That's my mission actually that is my real mission to do that.
Have you been working on that?
I started to work. I actually have a 2-bedroom at my office now, and I'm thinking that in time to come, I have 2 beds in 2 rooms, and I'm thinking that if anyone should come to me and that is living out of town and they want to spend a night to do their treatment, I can offer that to them.
How can persons make contact with your foundation if they wish to donate or give any form of assistance and so on?
Our number is 618-2085. Our email is GuyanaCancerFoundation@gmail.com, all in common letters. And we are on Facebook too. We are Instagram. Yeah.
In this very short interview, we're going to have a very short interview this week. What would you like to be your parting words here on Focus with Big Smith? What do you want to say to the general public?
I want to say to always check yourself if you have any symptoms, to get to your healthcare provider, and always remember that early detection helps save lives.
How do you know that you're having symptoms? What are the physical, apart from feeling a lump here or there or so, what can we physically see going wrong with the body that will cause you to...
I think your body tells you, sometimes you don't feel well, and you just need to go and get a general checkup. Sometimes you can wake up and just don't feel well, and you want to know what happened to you. The day before you were very energetic, and the next day when you get up, you're not energetic.
Okay. All right, thank you very much for joining us this week on Focus with Big Smith. My name is Leroy Smith, and today we were speaking with Miss Bibi Hassan she's the president of the Cancer Foundation.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Do join us here again next week. Today we came to you from Main Street in Georgetown along the Avenue of Hope, which was sponsored. This avenue, I was told, was sponsored by the First Lady of Guyana. Thank you very much.
Small business package is here. Get 1 month digital ads, 12 polo t-shirts, 12 caps, and 150 pens with your logo, of course. 50 bumper stickers, and 1 banner stand, all for the amazingly low price of $130,000. Businesses with 1 to 12 employees eligible. Offer while stocks last. Impressions.